Hey guys, what's going on? It's Nikc-Nack here, and I have a little Photoshop tutorial for you guys. And I haven't done these in a long time. I guess F9 brings up that menu in Photoshop. Didn't know that. Anyhow, so I'm going to show you how to make textures loopable. Now, before we get too into this, I want to tell you guys this does not work for everything. You're not going to be able to just pick up any texture. Whoa, I screwed up. You're not going to be able to just pick up any texture and just make this work. It'll work for more smooth textures, I'd say. So just going to show you a little technique that's very simple, and I'm going to show you with, oops, I just clicked off my window, and yeah, there's a video that's rendering right now. Oh, shoot, I did it again. Filter, render, fibers. I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to go ahead and do max variance, max strength. I don't like that one. I like this one. Okay, so I'm going to rotate this one. I'm going to make it, I prefer it this way for no real reason. Artistic. And I'm just going to edit this up a little bit. So let's just do something that'll work pretty well. I did one of these earlier and I found one I liked. What should we do? What should we do? Just want to kind of do fun. So let's do cutout. I like cutout. And let's do least simplicity, least fidelity, and max number of levels. So let's do that. It's going to take a second. Okay. Now this is actually part of making the texture loopable. This is the important part. So you're going to filter, other, offset. And my texture is 128 by 128. So you want to set both these to half the size of whatever it is. I did 128, so I had to do 64 by 64. And now you'll see these lines right here. And all I'm going to do is grab my clone tool. Now I'm using CS3 Extended because that's the only copy I own. But if you're using a newer version, I doubt any of this has changed much. But actually, I want to change to a blurrier brush, because they work a little bit better, I always feel like. Even though, like, it depends on what you're doing. Like, I did one earlier today, which, a texture for a game I was working on. And I needed something that wasn't as blurry. So what you're going to do is kind of, like, hit alternate, I think. I doubt it's changed in later versions, but to bring up the selection thing, select a spot. And we're just going to keep going along here and kind of filling up all these holes here where you can see the lines really harshly. And basically what that did is it moved this to the right and this to the down, 30 by 64 pixels. But whatever did that, it was wrapping, so it came back here. So the corner that was here is now here in the center, which is kind of weird to explain, but it makes a lot of sense actually. So it's pretty easy. So that's pretty much, I've got a loopable texture now that I could use like in a game or something if I wanted. So how I'm going to show that it's loopable and tileable is I'm going to go ahead and just increase this size to 256. Or 258, because I'm an idiot. 256 by 256. And I'm just going to do Command J. And actually Control J, since I'm on Windows. And duplicate this. I was working on a Mac. I don't like Macs. And I was working on Mac today. So anyways. Look at that. See how nice and loopable that is? So, so what you can kind of tell is that like you can't see really harsh seams between each of the tiles. So I'm just gonna fill up this whole image now with this real quickly here, so you can kind of see like it just looks like one big texture now. You can kind of see that where it's looping, like this is the same as this part, this spot's the same as this part. Well, yeah, it is, but you can pretty much, they look pretty nice and loopable right there. It goes together nice and smoothly. That's kind of the general idea. So I'm gonna do one more for you guys real quick. I'm not gonna instruct you through it, walk you through it again, I mean, but I'm just going to do it really quickly here and just show you a different one, and it's going to be a little bit different, but same exact concept. It's really easy to do, but like I said, this isn't going to work with all textures. Some textures you can't do this, and you're just going to need to like work it out for yourself. Like if you're working with pixel art, which I do occasionally, but whenever I work with pixel art, it's just like not work with pixel art at all. So just don't even try it. I don't like that one. I don't like that one either. I like that one either. That's the one. That's good. So, offset these. Did I do that right? Filter. Other. Offset. 64 by 64. Huh. Weird. Well, that worked out well. That texture worked out incredibly well with those. Seem to offset nearly perfectly. Weird. Let's see something different. let's do filter, render. What's another weird one? Let's do clouds again, actually. And then filter. Let's do let's do clouds again. Offset. Do clouds always work this way? And I'm stupid? That's possible. That clouds always have worked this way. Well, they always tell like this. 'Cause I didn't really think about it. Let's do something that'll make it messed up then. Let's do something like this. Then take our brush tool. Set it something like, how about this? And we'll just scribble and scribble, make it all ugly. And then we'll do a poop. We'll realign the window badly. Oh no, I'm screwing things up. Filter, blur. Gaussian blur. Set this blur to here. And then we'll just do artistic, something fun. What's something fun in artistic? I'll try to show you a little harder one here. This is going to be quite a bit harder to merge together. This one's smudge. So filter, other, offsets. 646. See how you can really see the lines here? It's going to be quite a bit harder to merge together. So I'm actually going to try to use like a sharper brush here for this one. So what I'm kind of trying to do here is kind of merge these sides together now. Get all these to kind of work together. So it also helps like turn your opacity, whatever you prefer. I prefer opacity. Well, that's just me. If you want to mess with those a little bit, you see I'm kind of making these kind of stem together a little bit. I kind of screwed that up, but this is not going to be perfect. This will take a lot of time if you're working on something hard. So, like, I don't usually try to just blaze through it this fast, but I'm trying to do that for the sake of this video. But this time, turn it up a little more. Turn my flow down too low. That's what I did wrong. Anyhow, so I'm just going to kind of like merge these together. You can kind of see where these seams are coming together. So, oops. So you can't really see the seams up there anymore. These ones at the bottom are kind of getting abolished now. See, you kind of get the concept. You're just, basically because these edges, the edges on the sides already work together now because you just unalign them. So they already work together. So you don't need to do anything for them to work together anymore. Because they already did, which is freaking awesome. That's kind of the concept behind this. You know, that's not perfect. It takes more time to get a perfect one. But I'm going to stick with that. And then I'll just give you the example one more time of increasing my image size. I know I went to full screen mode on Photoshop because I was annoyed with accidentally moving the window 256 by 256. And I'll just give you this example one more time. Duplicate. And duplicate. And that's it. I mean, I can do all the sides again, but that's all you really need to see how loopable it is. Tileable. So there you go, guys. That is how you make tiles and textures loopable in Photoshop. Hope that has helped, and thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!